Okay, so enumerated powers are listed in the Constitution. Article 1 of the Constitution says that Congress can declare war, coin money, and regulate interstate trade, among other things. These are enumerated powers, so they are all written in the Constitution. Denied powers are things Congress cannot do, and what Congress cannot do is also written in the Constitution. Implied powers are not listed in the Constitution, but Congress still does them. So where do they get the power to do these implied powers? That's what we're going to be talking about today. Stop now, pause this video, and answer the question. What are enumerated, denied, and implied powers? If you feel that you do not know this content, rewind and watch the video again. Okay, moving on. Regulating interstate trade is an enumerated power. This means that Congress can make the rules when companies in different states are trading goods and services. For example, if a producer in North Carolina wants to sell their goods to someone in South Carolina, then Congress has to regulate what happens. They make the rules. Okay? It's listed in the Constitution that Congress can do this. Here. Congress also sets national drug laws for marijuana use, or for not using marijuana. But the Constitution doesn't give Congress this power. It's implied that Congress has this power because if Congress does not outlaw marijuana use everywhere, then sales in one state will spread across state boundaries, stopping Congress from being able to regulate trade between states. Congress can't do their job, then they just have to outlaw it, right? No marijuana. So Congress has this power to just outlaw marijuana use using the necessary and proper clause from Article 1, Section 8 of the Constitution. Okay, right here. So this clause says that Congress can do anything that is necessary in order to do its job. So that means Congress can outlaw marijuana if it stops them from being able to regulate trade. Very nice. But what about the 10th Amendment? Doesn't this give states the rights to do things that aren't given to the Congress in the Constitution? So the Constitution doesn't directly say that Congress has the power to set national drug laws, so it should belong to the states, right? Yeah, I mean, if Colorado has their drug policy, Virginia has their drug policy, no one's hurting each other, then whose problem is it? Congress? I don't know. But in reality, this right only belongs to the states if it is not necessary for Congress to be able to do it in order to do their duty. But remember, some people say that Congress has to be able to regulate marijuana in order to regulate state trade. I don't know about that, but we'll get to that. Right now, I want you to stop this video and answer the following questions. Why can Congress outlaw marijuana production and use? Who does the necessary and proper clause give power to? What does it give them the power to do? And who does the 10th Amendment give power to? If you don't know this material, rewind a little bit and rewatch the video. Move on when you feel confident that you know this information. Okay, moving on. So, how do we decide what is necessary? Isn't it all just an opinion? So, we're going to look at two different groups, broad constructionists and strict constructionists, and see what they have to say about the issue. Broad constructionists think that the government should have very broad or several implied powers. For example, they might think it's necessary for Congress to set national marijuana laws in order to regulate trade. Broad powers go to Congress. Congress has the ability to make whatever laws they think are necessary in order to do their job. Broad, several, many powers to Congress. Strict constructionists disagree. They think that Congress should have very limited implied powers, and powers not named to Congress should be given to the states. For example, strict constructionists might think it's not necessary for Congress to set national drug laws in order to regulate trade, that maybe the states should have the power to do this. So when we say strict, we're talking about strict or limited powers of Congress. Powers go to the states here. Okay? So, in the end, I want you to stop, consider these questions. What does a broad constructionist believe? And what does a strict constructionist believe? If you feel that you don't know this content, rewind the video a little bit and watch it again until you're comfortable. Okay, let's move on. So, in closing, I want to know who has the power. Do the states have all the power under Amendment 10 of the Constitution? Or does Congress have all the power under the Necessary and Proper Clause? Or is it a little bit of a give and a take? Congress has a lot of power, and so do the states. This question of who has the power between states and national government is called federalism. It's shared, right? Okay. Well, thank you for watching this CAP. I hope that you understand all of the information, but if you have any questions, do not hesitate to ask. Thank you. Have a great day.